So welcome back to this Twitch channel for Crazy Machines Free. I already prepared an empty level here, and today I like to show you a new feature in part 3 of this game. And let me explain something. As you can see, I'm in the construction mode here, and there's some helping grid. This is our gameplay plane, and if I put something there, this is always aligned to this plane, and this plane is an important one. If you know the previous versions of Crazy Machines, the graphics is 3D, but the gameplay is forced into 2D. This has one main reason, because such a chain reaction gameplay in 3D is way too hard to control, as it's very hard to estimate gameplay depth and to get easy playable chain reactions. So this is this plane, and as you can see, all the balls are forced into this plane. And let me put some more here into this. And let's see, maybe if I throw this a bit off, there's nothing moving into the depth. It's always forced into this plane. A new feature is to adjust this enforcing. As you can see, the parts, the basketballs here, or this barrel, have such a light blue outline, and down here there's a brush, the freeze button with this lock with a Z on it or a C on it, and if I use this brush, I can activate or deactivate this outline, and if it's not there, it's not forced into the depth. And okay, let me I will show it with this barrel. It seems that the bathtub is mathematically very exact, so let me show this here. As you can see, I rotated this barrels in a way to collide with the barrel down here, and now it's falling towards me. If I give it the outline again, or if I freeze it again, it's not moving towards me. So this is a very important principle in the game, and to get easy working chain reactions. And so if I freeze a part, it always will keep its depth, and this way it's way more. It's not complicated to build 2D working, two-dimensional working chain reactions, and to have the basic Crazy Machines like gameplay. So now for one of the main new features. If you look up here on the top of the screen, there's a 2D and 3D button, and maybe a side notice here, this is still a development version, so if you find anything that's not pleasant now, we will polish all this. So back to the button, up there's a 2D and 3D button. If I push this, I change the input mode or the camera to 3D. Now you can see the helper grid is not visible anymore, and I can move around. In the level. If I change back, I have the typical crazy machines like movement, where I can move up, down, left, right, and zoom. But if I change to the 3D mode, I can move left, right, forward, backward, and do not have zoom, as I can move forward and backward. The zoom is more irritating than helpful, and I can move up, down, so I can move in all 3 dimensions, like in a first-person game. And actually, I can roam around the whole level. And if I do this, you see where my where my center of the level is located, and we give we established a very large world. So I am roaming around the boundaries of this world here, and as you can see, the center is very small, very far away, and this has one reason, to enable the player to decorate the level all by himself as he likes, to give him all the creativity and possibilities to build his own ideas. And so maybe let me change the underground to something desert-like here. Now we are moving in the desert. There's a small road here representing the gameplay plane, and I can roam around in the desert. There's some mountains in the background, and I know I'm very far away, and let's start decorating this level, because such a level looks very empty if I leave it this way. And let's start decorating. And let's start with a simple rock to show you the principle. I filtered my part list for rock type parts, and now I can see some rocks. Took one of the rocks, and the game starts helping me by placing the rock on the bottom. Everywhere I point with the mouse on the ground, the rock will placed automatically, and this enables me to easily start putting rocks on the ground. And if I change back to a player perspective, back into the alt mode, you can see now I have some rocks in the background, and I think you got the basic idea of this mode. Now I can also scale them up, and let me remove some of them and move it around on the ground, rotate it, scale it even more, and now I have a big rock in the background. Let's change back to player mode, and now you can see the first steps of decorating my desert-like level here. And yeah, let's decorate this even more. The game will come with different type of decorational prepared objects or parts. This is some different rock, and now let's build some canyon. Therefore I will place some of these here, and to create some valley or some canyon. And the stream is okay. I will speak a bit louder, so maybe you can hear me better, and move the microphone closer to my mouth. Maybe it's too far away. outlines this. Okay. I hope Twitch got all the new information I entered. And maybe I have to... Okay. Maybe I forgot to update this. I'm still new to Twitch, so please excuse if any parameter of the Twitch stuff is not, but I've entered all the crazy machines. Okay, back to the game. Let's continue with our canyon here. We built one wall of rocks here. Let's rotate them a bit to look more individual. And we already got one cool wall here. If you wonder what the yellow outlines are, if you build objects in this three-dimensional mode, they all get this yellow outline automatically. This yellow outline states that the object is not movable or not moving. So it's not simulated, or it's not, it will not fall down and stuff. When running the level, as you can see, the balls, if I run the level, the balls are falling down in the barrels and the rocks are not, because intentionally you will use this to decorate and build something like such a canyon, and this is not expected, or this is this way it's easier to build a decoration and not to have to save time for the player, and the game automatically sets this to what we call static, and this saves me time. And this has one more reason, because let me switch to 2D mode. If I take such a rock here, as you can see, if I move it underground, it turns red, and this is called an overlap state. So the game doesn't allow in penetrating objects. This has different reasons, and if I use this static brush here, down here, I can give it such a yellow outline manually, and non-moving overlaps are allowed, but not dynamic ones. So that's one of the reasons why this is automatically done in the 3D mode, to ease up the decoration a lot and not to worry about penetrating objects and stuff. And this may even desire to have penetration objects, like if I put some rock here, I can create a unique looking scenery and not have without having the rocks separated visually and functionally. So for now we have this wall. Let's switch back to player mode. You can see there's our wall, and now if I zoom in, the depth of field effect kicks in, and this is really large, huge looking. Maybe it's even too huge, too large. So we will move it a bit more on the background, because this is just noise if it's too close. And let's move it there. And now I have some wall in the background, but now it's too far away. But this is part of the decoration, and this is the creative. This is up to the creativity of the player. So now let's have this wall. Let's continue with our canyon. Maybe I rotate all those, and as a canyon always has some kind of valley. Let's make a copy here. there. As you can see, now we have a small valley, and maybe I can show you another feature. Now we have an overlap with the gameplay plane, and this is one way to create an artificial boundary for the level. Maybe let's say I don't want the player to move more, to not move to the right except until this canyon is reached. Let's switch back to the player mode, and now you can see there's a boundary here. This is a great way to create individual level borders, or to display style-wise or gameplay-wise. So now, now let's continue with our canyon. We already have this huge wall here, and this is all looking great. And okay, let's do some more decoration. Let's add some vegetation. Let's add some cactus here, maybe there, and some patches of grass. As you can see, this is all, the game really helps me here, because this is automatically placed on the ground and I don't have to worry about where to get the correct height for the grasp. And switch back to player mode, and we have some first green in the level. And now let me show you another great feature. As you can see, I'm still in 3D mode here, and the simulation is running, and I can still roam around the level. So it's possible to walk the entire scene while the simulation is running, and the entire scene is simulated physically as well. Let's walk up the mountains here, so you can get a whole new kind of views, perspectives to the Crazy Machines level than in previous parts. And let me show you, maybe we can build something dynamic in the background. Maybe we have some rocks falling down the canyon wall here. Let's place some rocks here into the air, and maybe here and here and here and here. Now if I run the simulation, now the automatism got me. Of course, it's automatically set to static, and if I want dynamic objects in the background, I have to unset this to delete this module. And now we can see the rocks falling down here. And this way we even have the possibility to create three-dimensional chain reactions. But if the player likes to have the traditional gameplay, he can also freeze the objects and force them into their depth. And so this is a really new and cool feature in the Crazy Machines. In Crazy Machines 3 we have total freedom of how to decorate the whole level. We can roam around the whole scenery, or everything is simulated, and we can we can enforce the old gameplay, or we can even create new gameplay, or we can interact with the background. Maybe let me show you this. Let's build some kind of button in the level. Do we have a button here? this this list of parts is still filling. At the moment we create a lot of parts, so there is no part that I desire. But let's switch back. Let's switch quickly to the part editor and let's build such a simple part. I need a button, and I will explain in a different video what I do now here, but for now I need a quick button event, and I have this simple button here, and maybe let's say if something is pushing this button, we like to trigger an explosion in the background, and this way let's take our rocks there. Let me think, maybe it's too complicated now to let's place some rocks on the ground, like here, and of course I have to unstatic them. Oh, now they are overlapping, it's no problem. We remove them, copy, and you can select them all and place it a bit up. Now for some demonstration reasons, and let's give one of the rocks an explosion. It's a dynamite bundle here, and detonator, and this one. So now I connect those. Connect those both of these events, and now if I, as you can see, okay, the explosion is a bit too weak, but I think you get the point. I connected an part in the gameplay plane with something in the background. That's a new feature in Crazy Machines 3, and this enables a lot of cool features to create interactions, and maybe just effect stuff like exploding something or triggering any effect in the background, and this can even be used to create complete three-dimensional chain reactions, as everything is simulated and everything can communicate with each other. Okay, this was just a sticker. Okay, now let's add more drama to the scene. I will change to another sky here, and let's rotate the sun a bit. The sun will shine through the canyon. Let's some more fog. And change to the player's perspective. And now this is a complete new look. Zoom a bit in, and yeah, this way you can have an now the level is completely different looking. Let me add some post effect, sepia, some greenish style, and let's even add more fog. And now I have this creepy scenery with our canyon, and it's just a simple example of what is possible in the new Crazy Machines, and how even everybody can unleash their creativity. And now I have this creepy, greenish, canyon, poisonous style level, and it's very easy to create a completely different feeling if I change back the post effect and turn off the fog. Now I have this friendly looking sunny day again, and this took me this took me only some simple clicks here. Okay, that's for today. I hope you had some fun, and sorry for any inconveniences here. Um, hope you enjoyed this small tutorial, and maybe see you next time.